Top of the evening, guys. Trying to get the camera set. I think that's going to be fine. We'll be fine with that. Good evening, everybody. Thank you guys for joining this evening. I am Urban Malachi-RESEAN here. This show is sponsored by evimeriaexpresshomes. Want to thank you guys for viewing us this evening. If you guys are catching this live, I do appreciate you for coming in this evening. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with friends who could utilize this resource as a means of gaining some insights to what our content is. We are broadcasting to you live our 90 days cold calling challenge. As you can see, that we're making progress on day number 7, episode number 11. We are cold calling out to property owners to solve their challenge and remedy their challenge in exchange for ownership or control of the property. I had a very extensive day today. We did a 3-county door knocking for property owners who are facing hard challenges, hardships with their lenders, also known as pre-foreclosures, or in some cases there are many other names for them, but in this case these are for pre-foreclosures. And in this segment here, what we're going to talk about is just building engagement for lasting momentum. We want to make sure that what we do, we're setting in stone so that it's consistent. We like consistent wins. We want to be able to replicate what we've done before, but do it twice as better, but with half the time that it took us considerable to get the lead, and then to monetize it, or to convert the lead into actual profitability for us. So without furthermore, I want to go ahead and get into the proceedings this evening, because I have a meeting that's coming up directly after this, and I do not want to hold you guys up too long this evening. I would like to assure that the time that you guys have allotted for me, because I know you guys are stoked for my handsome face to get on this live and deliver this news to you guys so that you can accept it for the consideration and value that I'm providing it to. And you guys are going to return value by being able to like, comment, subscribe, and or share in all of the multitudes thereof that are stated to your own community and help build you guys' own community. If you haven't checked out any of our previous any of my previous episodes, we are utilizing the methods that I've shown in episodes 1 and 2. We are utilizing our local local pool of potential leads who are either in a position where they need to sell their home, or they need an opportunity that they were not given beforehand. So we do provide that through means of our resources that we have been provided, whether to solve their challenge. Remember, guys, these are individuals who they're just boxes, literally just boxes is what they are. They're boxes with roofs on the tops, or tops on them, roofs, with people inside of them, and the challenges that they are facing. We seek to simplify this down to a science so that we are making logical executions with those theories that we are coming up with, and giving them the best solution that we can be able to provide. Now, are we the only option? No, we're not. And we let it be known that there's other options out there. We just know that what we're fully capable of providing as a service, and individuals decide whether or not if that best fits what their results they're seeking. And in many cases, that leads to compensation. It just so happens to be the compensation is either ownership or control of the property. On this evening, with the timing that you guys are providing with me, I want to go ahead and again, we are using we're using our local sites such as auction.com. There's a plethora of information of databases that you guys can use. You could do things such as driving for dollars to find leads. I mean, literally getting in your car and driving around, finding high equitable properties, or also known as dilapidated houses, or even better, I buy crack houses. Where's the little gold piece? I need a gold effect when it happens. Just ting. I know my smile is pearly enough, isn't it? I love it. Camera always looks good on me. Wow. Uh, there's a means to being able to help yourself in this as well. There's a gain that if you are in a position where you may not have the allotted time that I have taken to do what I do and do it for full time. But just getting started, if you guys just have an allotted timing that's you could spare like 4 hours. You know, you may work at 9 to 5 for now, and you can only spare about 4 hours outside of that time frame to be able to really dedicate yourself and commit to being able to find a solution based from the information that we are providing or that I'm providing to you, and that you're able to take it and use it and hone in your craft. That it may even purchase and buy your time back. You know, you may have some time that you spent poorly before and want to learn how to buy your time back. You may have done some things that you weren't so proud of, but you want to be able to utilize this as a means to rebuild your financial future. You may have done something as far as you have a 401k and you're gambling it away. The 401 is the devil, as many of you guys know. There's individuals who are willing to take your money that you're willing to give them your money, essentially give them your money, and they're going to use that as an entry fee and they're going to charge you for it. And as they take in their nice little penny pinch that they're getting for their profits, and they're going to gamble your money off and able to return a return on a reward or return on investment, and leaving you with, after all of their financial futures has been set, giving you what of the bare bone of endings there are, and when you retire, and the timing that it will take for you to be able to actually cash out tax free. Now, are there penalties when you cash out? Yes, they are. Absolutely, they are. And if you cash out early, there are penalties. A lot of individuals get misconstrued that once you are at a certain age that you're no longer charged any fees, and that's not the case. There's always going to be a taxation for pulling those funds out. Now, if you take it upon yourself and you put the bat in your hand and you choke up on the bat and you utilize these resources, you could Barry Barnes it and knock it out the park, or even better, you can, as my Sox and the Swats favorite athlete, Babe Ruth. You can really become a slugger knot in this and take it all the way. It's all up to you. I believe that adversity faces each and one of us in a different means. So some may take the information and resources that I'm providing to them, and they may do absolutely exceedingly well. I'm hoping you guys surpass me. Like, I'm not afraid of no competition. I hope you guys come in. Pardon me. I'm hoping you guys come in this thing and take the information that I'm providing to you as a successor, and you guys are able to win for it. I'm not in competition with you guys. I believe community over competition. I'm hoping you guys win. Like, I'm the type of individual who hopes you're winning, because I want to make sure that this world's better than when I found it. So that's my dedication to the world. Now, if you feel as though that you want to compensate me after you take so many wins and you are enjoying this information and resourcefulness in this information, and you find means that you want to pay me a handsome man's pay, I mean some stupid amount of money, and you want to do a one-on-one session, by all means, I'll hold your hand. I'll walk you through it. I'll show you how it's done. We'll do it from A to Z. I'll show you what works for me. I'll show you what kind of things to stay away from. I'll point you in the direction and guidance to the individuals who I associate with, and the individuals that I do business with, and I'll be able to give you guys the full ride of how this really goes. Yet there's a payment. For now, you guys can take the free 99 route, and you guys can take on my handsome face for the evenings, and you guys can utilize the resources that I'm providing to you at a free 99 basis, and still run and win with. All we're really doing is buying and shopping. That's all we're doing. We're shopping for individuals who have a large set of dough aside, and they want to spend, and they're on a spend flea, and you're bringing them discounted properties at a going rate that are far less than the market. That's simply what you're looking for. You're finding hillings of deals, a trifling sum, to be able to provide it to an individual who has the capital and dough readily available, whether that is being able to be in a position yourself to buy the property and close on the property, in which I'm teaching you guys to not use your money, your own cash, and not use your own credit, because I don't want you to use your cash and I don't want you to use your credit. But if you so much as please desire to want to utilize your own money and your own cash and your own credit, then by all means, please go ahead and use your own money and your own cash when I'm showing you how to do it without your own money and your own cash. All right? That's how I do it. I don't care what they doing on the other side. I don't care what they doing on that side. This is how we do it here. So we don't use our own money. We don't use our own cash. We don't use our own credit. Okay? We don't use any debt instrument to settle a debt obligation. That's absolutely obnoxious. It's absurd, and it's complete, astounding stupidity. That's how that cookie crumbles. Now, are you able to perform on those obligations with means of credit? Yes, and then that stance is a completely different ramification. Now, however, for the basis of this here, for the layman's individuals who just want to know at a very principled level of how this works, I'm going to give that to you, and you're able to be provided that information here in my series of episodes. So you're out driving for dollars, or you are networking with individuals, going to real estate investment associations. I'm going to bring out to you guys sub videos to these live videos, where you guys can go and actually see the in-depthness of the methods that I use, such as using meetup.com to find RIA meetings and utilizing auction.com to be able to find deals. But mind you, you guys got to start where it's the beginnings at. I would not even start anywhere until I have individuals who are in the position to buy these properties. That's just the ethical way. I don't want to lock up an agreement that I don't have any buyers for. So how do you do that? I show you guys. I tell you guys to go down to your local auctions, which are held at your courthouse. I tell you, they are not a part of the courthouse, but they are held on the courtyard. Sometimes they're held at the properties. There could be either or. You have to check with the localities, and you have to check with the actual trustees. I live in a non-judicial state, which means it does not see, most case scenarios, it does not see a judge proceeding. It's dealt more so with a foreclosure attorney, in which who handles all the obligations of an auctioneer at once they've gained the trustee's deed, and they sell that equitable share. I provide the value to property owners in exchange of ownership, and provide them how to perform on their debt obligations without utilizing debt. They actually use credit and the means of doing so, and they also are provided that the interest that they are paying their debts with are simplistically rightfully given to the banks. I mean, the banks got to make some money. You guys can't knock the bank out of their position. The banks got to make money, so they're in the business for a reason. So I show you guys that. I break it down to a science so that you guys can understand it at a very fundamental level, so that it's down to a stupid level. Keep it super simple, and if you feel that way, stupid, leave it at that. Keep it super simple. It's called KISS. All right. So I want to bring this to you in a reasonable manner where you guys are able to ration with it. You're able to watch this back over and over and over again. The information is very potent. It's vital. It's something that you can take and use tangibility today. You can literally just use what I just told you and go out there and try it yourself. You can literally go out to an auction tomorrow morning. You can go to auction.com, click on the auctions, find out when the next auction local in your area, go down to the auction, talk to some individuals, say, hey, look, my name is whatever your name is. Please don't use my name. I'm telling you, my name is copywritten. If you want to use my name, by all means, I have a nice old plethora of Schedule A's that are ready to go. Just saying, for you guys who are just so FO rounds and F out. Okay? All right, we're getting monetized here. We're working on it. You see how I did that? You guys will be really proud of me. How we started off and how we are now are completely two different things. We're looking YouTube ready now. We're looking monetizing ready now. Now you guys can send in the big bucks. All right? Hey, Mr. Beast, you know, we've learned the ropes of how this YouTube thing works. We're doing a little bit not too shabby here. I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to do exceedingly well. I think we're going to do phenomenal here. In fact, I know we're going to do tremendously well. All right? So Without further ado, like I said, you guys can check it out. Go out to your local auction, meet up with people, individuals who are out there bidding on properties. Mr. J. Joe. J. Joe's just bid on a $250,000 property for 2 bedrooms and 23553. I don't know what area code. 23513, which is Norfolk area code. Hey, Mr. J. Joe. My name is Malachi-RESEAN. I'm in the local area. Just noticed that you I'm investing in the local area. Just noticed that you purchased this property $250,000. You've never seen it. In most case scenarios, these individuals have put down what's called an earnest money deposit. All right, EMD. Which is the acronym for it. So they put down a secured deposit in order to bid on the property, in which they may not be reimbursed because they're non-refundable. In many cases, they're non-refundable. Sometimes these range from about $5,000 to $10,000 or 5%, depending on the actual auctioneer or the trustees. It all depends. Each one are different. In the event that they're Mr. J. Joe's out there, you say, "Hey, look, Mr. J. Joe, I just noticed once you bid on that before too. How about I bring you some properties at a discounted rate, and you pay me a nice you pay me a reasonable price for bringing those properties to you. Nothing too crazy. $250,000 property, and I bring it to you. You pay me a nice deal for it. You buy $250,000 properties. Let's say I go out and I find, and I'm driving, or I'm doing the driving for dollars thing, and I see a dilapidated house where we got fallen gutters, the roof is all caving in, you got the front door kicked in, you got boarded windows. House is like a crack house. House is like absolutely just up in array, right? So you use my sequences here as I teach you or educate you on and enlighten you on, and you're able to utilize that to find out who actually owns that home. And then once you find out who owns that, hey, Miss Sari Sue, hi, Miss Sari Sue, you call Miss Sari Sue, and we're using those actual today, the methods that we're talking about here, where I'm actually here to just show you guys live and in person. Hey, Miss Sari Sue, I use there's a reason why their house is dilapidated. By all means, I'm telling you guys, no one just keeps a dilapidated house, whether it be for probate, whether it be for tax liens, whether it be probate, meaning someone had passed in the house and there's an heir to the ownership of the property, where there was no will that was recorded with the local municipality down at your circuit court. And it is not on record, and or that person does not live in that property and they're paying taxes on that property, and it is, again, like I said, it's dilapidated. It needs some major repairs done to the property, and or it may be dealing with the divorce. One of my favorites. I'm always going to choose her. Don't care what you guys say. Sorry, sirs. She's right. You're wrong. Beat it. But make sure she gets her half before you go. All right. I'm that guy. And then also. There's, in many other cases, there could be a potential. One of my next to kin favorites is pre-foreclosures, where individuals may be facing hardship, whereas I can provide a solution-based service to them that inhabits their property, and where they're able to maintain and keep and be able to abide in that property, and while we do the negotiations with the lender in the meantime of them keeping their property, and they're able to utilize our solution base that is untraditional to the market. And I'm willing to only teach that to my one-on-ones. So there's something about a little bit further of an advancement that many are not at the positions to do. But again, like I said, we do those every single day. We work on those every single day. We're out here preaching it every single day. So we are building processes. And you're getting on the phone with Sarah Sue, who is owner of the dilapidated home from you driving for dollars. And Miss Sarah Sue is on the phone. You say, "Hey, Miss Sarah Sue, my name is Malachi-RESEAN with evimeriaexpresshomes. Just came across your property at 123 Main Street. I was curious if you're, mind you, curious. No one's gonna knock you for being curious. I mean, people are always curious. It's okay to be curious. Hey, Miss Sarah Sue, I was just curious. Are you interested in selling that property? Like the property that she's paying taxes for and that she's not making any rent on that? Are you, I'm just curious. I'm just so curious. Are you open to selling that home to me? Because I'm buying in that area. I'm buying in the Norfolk area. In fact, I'm looking to close on a few more properties, and I would hope that your property is one. Let her know that you might not be the only one. I got other deals that I could close on too. I'm just interested in yours, and yours could be a potential. Hey, Miss Sarah, so I want to make sure that I can actually to see if there's a value here. Tell me a little bit about your property." And they said that she's going, "Oh, it's a 2-bed or what 4-2. Yeah, it's a 4-2 property." And now she's starting to make the description for your buyer. She's saying the same thing your buyer's criteria says. Okay, well, yeah, Miss Sarah, so we're actually in the market of this property. What are you looking to get for this property? Oh, well, I checked a few things on Zillow, and I just really want to get this off my shoulders. I want this burden off my shoulders. Best means scenario. You know what? If I can only get just about 150,000 for this property, like if I can get 150,000 for this property, I'd sell. I'll take it off my shoulders. Be done with this problem. I don't want to deal with it no more after whatever date they set out to tell you that, look, get this thing off my shoulders. Please help me. Help me. And they need help. They may not tell you that straight out. These people need help. They need advocacy, if anything else. How many times do you find yourself that you need an advocacy? You sometimes need advocacy to find things in a grocery store. So don't tell me you guys don't need advocacy. You guys might need advocacy to find a local street and use GPS. That's advocacy. So you're advocating on the behalf of the property owner in order to solve their challenge in exchange for ownership of the property, and your compensation is the control of the ownership of the property. Now, does it pay out well? Yes. I'm not here to paint you guys that pretty little picture that you can make $100,000 every deal. It's not always going to be that way. Sometimes you got to make $2,000-$3,000. Sometimes you got to take a little small paycheck just to make the big days. That's all. And every day is not going to be a good day, but as long as you make every day a great day. Now get up and get you some money. Big motion, okay? Make some big motion. Call Sarah Sue's out here. Call the individuals. Call the divorce lawyers and tell them what you out here looking for. Call the realtors and tell them, hey, look, I'm looking to buy 3 to 5 properties. I tell you guys this in my videos. Go look at the previous videos. I tell you guys this from the fundamental level. I give it to you at a very low barrier to entry model so that you guys can scale at will. Okay, it's about getting the fundamentals down first so that you can give it a lesson, a lift off. It's turbulence. It takes time to gradually grow. You do not reap the seed. You do not reap the fruits the same day that you plant the seed. Okay, so you have to understand that there's germination that has to go on, and there's also you have to yourself become a metamorphosis, taking yourself from a caterpillar to a butterfly. Okay, you can't go from a actual butterfly to a caterpillar. That's absolutely mundane. Okay, so without furthermore. I want to make sure I get you guys some phone calls in this evening so that you guys can get it fresh hot off the press, exactly how I produce my leads. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on auction.com. And mind you guys, I'm going to be utilizing the same exact methodology in which I'm using as of today so that you guys can have an absolutely terrific start. This is the information that I wish I had when I was starting, guys. I wish I had somebody that was giving the information how I am currently. If I can get a nice little light and all that cool little light stuff, I mean, that's cool. I mean, it's nice, but I want it raw. I want to give it to you guys raw. I want to give it to you just how you get it right now. All right. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get some purchase agreements. Let's find out some Sarah Sue's. Let's go ahead and put them in purchase agreements. Let's send it off the escrow title company so that the title company can get those purchase agreements. They can give us a thorough background check, find out what's going on. They're going to do a title examination on that property. Once they give us a title examination, we know that the property is coming to the buyer free and clear. The end buyer who's going to buy on our properties, Mr. J. Joe. Once Mr. J. Joe decides, hey, look, I do buy $250,000 properties. They're 4 bed, 2 bath. Miss Sarah Sue's house fits my buying criteria. I'm going to close on that property. Miss Sarah Sue only wants $150,000. He buys properties for $250,000. So, hey, well, look, why don't you do this? Why don't you put the two together and you assign your equitable rights, your common law country, over to the end buyer. And once you assign them for an assignment fee, you get paid $100,000 for just on one single deal. How many times could you do that over and over again? You have the unlimited rights of contractual as a being. And I just taught you how to make $100,000. Now, it's up to you. And I love the fact how adversity teaches us how badly we truly desire things and get it done at a happenstance. All right. I don't believe in happenstance, and things happen for a reason. Let's get it done. I enjoy this part. It's my favorite part. it's just a thing when you enjoy work, when you do things that you just love doing. Like, I love talking to people. Rather if they give me some FOS kind of stuff anyways, I still enjoy it. Tell me, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. They gonna lie to me anyways, but don't lie to me. Tell me, don't lie to me. I'm one of those over-researchers who already done over-researched it to an extent that I done enough due diligence in it that I done over-researched it and I know. And then you lie, and I'll be like, oh, really? Huh? Holy shucks, I didn't know that. Oh, well, I'm not going to be the fool, petty the fool that prospers. I'm just going to be like, oh, okay. And I just be like, oh, you got it? You got it taken care of? You ain't got to take care of. I know you don't. If you had to take care of, it wouldn't still be on the foreclosure list. Trustees wouldn't be still trying to sell you home. If you had it done today, on the day I called, you would have had it done. If you made the payment 2 days ago, why don't you find a means to be able to cut in half of what you were paying as a mortgage payment to now being able to pay far less than what you were paying? You know? You can actually do that. There's ways to do it. So I do it. I do it for my clients. They don't pay what the mortgage lender told them they needed to pay. They don't perform in the manner of the mortgage lender say that they need to be performed. They perform in the manner in which the stipulations in the agreement says. And in many cases, sometimes the stipulations in the agreement aren't always true to essence if you know law. But see, you have to take the due diligence and the time and effort to do that. And that's why you guys are paying me a handsome price to be here. It's a payment to be here. I'm already compensated. Regardless if YouTube decides you want to send me a nice little penny pinch check for a tip, fine. It's a tip. It's a gratuity. But me providing this value and a resource to you guys that you can actually use for tangibility today and be able to be successful today so that your tomorrow is already fruitful, man, that is a well paycheck in itself. I don't care. Like, when I leave this earth, these videos are here to stay on YouTube, so long as YouTube doesn't become so already tyrannical as it is. And you guys are able to review this over and over and over again to your heart's content. And you're able to see a handsome man be able to tell you exactly how to be successful in this over and over and over again. And you're able to do this as many wash, rinse, repeat as times as you want to. You go out there and find a plethora of homes. As my mentor tells me, there are more houses that you are going to pass that you can monetize in a lifetime. And I enjoy that because I pass more opportunities than I can inhabit. So I only want my explicit ones. I want the ones for me. If those leads are for me, oh, so it be. Just for me. All right. So I got this house here that I found just using auction.com. Would love to show you guys this. As like I said, we're working on doing all the techno gadget stuff to be able to provide this information at a accessible level where you guys can see my screen. Have not figured that out yet on this site, or the software that I'm using, and this software is pretty top notch. So I'm pretty sure there is going to be a cooler way to get it done. I just haven't figured on it yet, and I'm pretty sure it'll come to me sometime. Just don't have enough time to toggle with it or play with it while you guys are on here, because I don't want you guys having to continuously go MIA just for to find it. And I know I just blinked out, so if you guys see it for any reason under the sun that you are, for any reason under the sun that my live goes out, you guys are able to configure that I am playing it with it in the background. But without further more, let me go ahead and get this ball rolling. Again, I said we're using foreclosure.com, and I'm using netteronline.com to be able to look up the tax assessors, find the local tax assessors based off of the property zip code. I believe my instructions are pretty thorough anyways, so that's another plus that you guys get to work with me, is that I'm very thorough in my instructions, and you're able to transition through what I provide through verbiage and able to utilize those in a 1, 2, 3 chronological order, sequential order, so that it makes sense and it doesn't sound like I'm just babbling. So again, as I say, I'm looking up properties on auction.com. Which is a free 99 site in which you can go out there and source for leads to be able to find property owners to help them in a circumstantial where they are facing a troubling and you're able to provide them with a service, bringing them a solution, which helps out you both. So I'm putting the property address in. It does not take me long to do my research on these properties at all, at scale. Make it so easy that a caveman can do it. All right, so I found out who owns the property. So I already have a nice little software set up that you guys can use. It's using, you guys can have access to it via the Evimera library, in which I do provide to you guys for access. You can shoot me an email. I read my emails twice a day, 8:30, 8:30, and sometimes around 3:30ish. Sometimes a little later. Sometimes I don't get to them until about 11. But you can almost guarantee I'll check it twice a day, so I'll get to your email. If I don't get to it in the morning, I'll get to it in the evening or afternoon, pardon me. But I will address you immediately as I see it. And I will get you I will put you in the proper position to be able to access the library. All right, so I found out who owns the property. Now what I'm going to use is, once I've gotten the assessor site, I'm going to utilize fastpeoplesearch.com or truepeoplesearch.com. Both of them work just as fine. If you want to be savvy, I'd use both of them just to find out who I'm looking for. They are skip tracing sites. Skip tracing is your ability to find properties in the means in which they are, find individuals in which they are just simply don't want to be found. They went and hid under a rock. You can't get the number. Yellow pages ain't yellow paging no more. White pages for business ain't businesses no more. So you go and use which advanced technology has been provided to us, and we utilize that to our leverage to be provided the information in which that's going to lead us to be able to get to the right individual in which we're seeking to speak to, which will be the decision maker in the case that may be. And that you are not stepping on any toes, that you can be able to talk to all of the decision makers in which can place you in the direction in which you are seeking to go, and that is to solve the main root challenge. All right, so I believe in which I have found one of the property owners. So I'm going to use my handy dandy cell phone number because I'm using the means of digital technology. It's amazing.
You have reached 865-6639.
Remember, guys, devious triple tap. I called them 3 times. All right. We have 5 methods of getting in contact with these individuals. One being triple tap, devious triple tap, as we call it. I believe Mr. Aaron Bevins, my guy, has already mentored that. So I'm going to give him his dues for that. And then we follow up with a voicemail. The next voicemail we leave, or pardon me, next is the voicemail that we leave. And then what we do is we send them a text. Once we send them a text, letting them know, we sent them a gentle reminder. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly what we say. However, we do have our scripts that are available to you guys in our Evimera library that are readily available, that I give access to you guys to down here, and also the portfolio as well that I utilize in order to keep track of all our properties. No hold barred. We give it all. Yeah, we give it up. We give it up for a nice price. We get ours. We're from around the way. We leave here with something. We leave here with what was explicitly for us. And then we also send them a mailer or a door knock. 2 of my favorites. I'll leave them for last. Let's go.
You have reached 86639.
Good evening. My name is Malachi-RESEAN with evimeriaexpresshomes. I'm calling in concerns of your property at 113 in Locust Lane. I was curious if you were interested in selling your property. I am still purchasing a few properties in the area in the York County. If you're interested in selling your property, I would like to speak a little bit further about your options. If you are open to those, best case contact number for me is 202-878-3736. Once again, the number is 202-878-3736. It'd be greatly appreciated and hope to hear from you in due time. Take care. Bye. All right, I'm going to send them a nice little text. And the way I know that that's them is because they always either say their name or they say something of close proximity. And that deserves always a text. It's good to be curious. I was just curious. If you're interested in selling, not all my clients are going to sell. I don't want to sell everyone's properties. Some of them I gotta keep. I gotta keep them for myself. But for the case of this being here on this live recording, we're gonna get them to sell. We're gonna get them to sell. They'll sell. How do you know? We know. Good hunch. Oh, guys, remember always, we do a breathing technique here because those always work, right? We do a breathing technique. So, everybody's hands up. Breathe in as far as you can. And bring it down. All right. Let's move to the next one, shall we? Now, guys, mind you, there's going to be tons of numbers in which you can go by in order to get in contact with these individuals. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. If you go through the numbers, I would rather earn 1% from 100's efforts than 100% of my own. And in the case may be, the more that you call individuals and have other individuals calling, the more access to wins you will have. It's all team oriented here. We are perspicacious on our team winning, because when the team wins, we all win. and use this property. And we are at my timing. However, I'm going to give you guys another call, but I'm going to use a little bit of a buffering. And in order to do so, what I'm going to do is use some leads that I have sorted for you guys for the case, because I knew I was going to run a little bit of overtime, but I wanted to be able to call up some individuals in which who may be seeking to sell and are in the means of wanting to sell, but we haven't closed the deal yet. So we're going to call them and see where they are currently. What we need to do is push the needle forward. Get the deal done. Just sign it all. Doors. Hello, may I speak to Mr. Leroy?
Yes.
How's it going this evening, Mr. Leroy? This is Malachi with evimeriaexpresshomes. How you doing this evening?
Oh, but not complain.
That's good. That's good. I was hoping I didn't catch you too late in this evening. I was calling to see what we need to do. Are you still on property on Seaside Park in Parksley, Virginia?
Correct.
All right. I was calling to see what we needed to do to push the needle. See what we need to do so I could, so we can acquire your property.
Acquire my what?
To purchase the property. I was curious if you were interested in still selling your home.
Oh yeah, I'm still interested, but not this moment. But I am interested.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But I'm trying to we're trying to get married. I'm supposed to get married sometime in August.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Oh man, that's a huge step.
Oh yes, sure it is. Yeah, we won't move away. Georgia or Delaware.
Is she's the lucky woman, or you're the lucky man?
Boom.
Ah, I love it. Love is in the air.
Boom. Yeah, so, you the one I got that card from.
Yeah, you got my card.
That's right. How you been doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking.
Okay, all is well. I'm gonna have sleep. I ain't too long be there for cutting my grass.
Oh, okay.
The rain threw me back real bad. It was real tall.
Oof. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Get you some work to do today.
Well, yeah, sure. I'll have sleep when you go. Have sleep.
Oh, jeez. Well, I hope I didn't disturb your call, but I hope you keep my card close to you.
Yeah, I do have your card close to me. I do. I told you when I get close, I'm gonna give you a call.
All righty. Well, I'm glad that you still have my number and keeping me as close as possible. I look forward to speaking to you.
I will. That's me calling, but you got my word.
Yes, sir. I look forward to it.
All right. You have a great blessed day.
You do likewise, sir.
All right.
Take care. You can't get them all. You cannot get them all. You can't get them all. But we're going to keep following up. And then when they say yes, pay off. Man, I get excited when I do this stuff, man. I can do that. I can move around. I enjoy it. I'm mobile. I'm motive. I'm above ground. It's a prosperous day. There's individuals out there in which I can solve their challenge in exchange for ownership and control. I'm not going to stop there. Just one more. It's beyond the time. Just one more. Like the kid. So can I just get one more? I just want one more property owner. If I can get that one more, I'm going to keep following up until they tell me yes. What are you going to do? He came in the household with the tickets. I ain't forget about you. He got my card. Good. He got my card. He got my mailer. Good. Because we are working this. So I want him to have it. And I want him to keep me close. And I want him to be able to have somebody who he can rely on to close on this property. Because I am that guy. I am who he is looking for to close on his house. And he's going to call me when he is ready to sell. It may not be today, but it's going to be in the future. So that's good enough for me. I don't got to stress it. It's good enough for me. We'll keep it moving. Now, he said August, which is next month, but I might just call him like the 1st, just to say hi. I know you're getting married, so I like to follow up with people. Some people tell me not now, and they tell me some maybe in the future. I like to cut it in half the time. call them in a few days. Something might change. You never know. People's lives change. People's lives change overnight sometimes. So you just never know. You got to be in a position and ready to go at all times. I've always been taught that if you stay ready, you're always ready. That's just that. You know, there's no excuse. There's just simply no excuse. You can have an excuse, most definitely. You can have excuses. You can have excuses, or you can have $1 million. Which one you want? I want $1 billion, so I can't come with $1 billion excuses. I just get it done. We can figure it out. That solution don't work. Cool, we're going with that one. That one don't work. Cool, we're going with that one. Cool, that one don't work. Matter of fact, I seen that one before. I ain't going with that one. I'm going with that one. So let's go with that one because that one didn't work before. I knew it didn't work before, so I'm gonna try this one. That's it. Something gonna work. Something gonna work. Something gonna break around here. I'm going. The tidings have come. They're gonna do. We're gonna work towards it. We're gonna find a way. And guess what? When we find a way, guess what? All the floodgates. We just like $1 billion. We just turn $1 billion and then turn billionaires and billionaires. This is all. We just spend $1 million to become a billionaire. We just spend $1 billion to become a trillionaire. That's the goal. Now we talking. We ain't talking large money. What's the point? We not talking $1 trillion. What's the point? Let's get to the next one. Doing my best here not to keep using recycled leads. I don't like the recycled leads, but they work. I'm telling you, following up, recycled lead or not, follow up. Follow up. Follow up. It just me that time that they are needing to follow up with. And you are the person who called them and you got it done. That's what matters. You have accomplished your goal.
Hello.
Good evening. May I speak to Mr. JC, please?
This is he.
How is it going this evening? This is Malachi with evimeriaexpresshomes.
I'm sorry.
Sure enough. I said this is Malachi with evimeriaexpresshomes. How you doing this evening, sir?
Okay, what do you do?
Sure. I was calling to see if you still own Cambria Street in Northeast Christiansburg, Virginia.
Yes, sir.
I was curious if you were still interested in selling that property.
Probably not now. Probably not right now. I have it rented, and it brings in about $1,600 a month. And so, you know, I do have a place on called Elledge Creek that I want $169,000 for. If you'd be interested in it, it's worth about $240,000.
Sure. What's a good what's the full address for that?
It's 6. I can't remember the exact. I'm not where I can pull it up either, but
okay.
It's on Elledge Creek Road in Montgomery County.
Okay, I'm familiar with that area.
And it would be, in my name. Where do you live?
I'm in Hamptons, but I'd buy wherever I get a higgling of a deal.
Yeah. Well, would you be interested in financing if I would finance it for you?
Oh, now, yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Have you got some cash you can put down?
Yeah.
Let's make a deal.
Well, I need some information. I need something tangible. Give me something to walk away from the table from the night so I can do my homework.
Well, I'll tell you what you do. You give me about 15 minutes and call me back, and I'll have everything laid out and I can give you a map of it. Are you from this area?
No, sir. But again, if the numbers you're talking are right, I don't mind. I buy by the dozen if you got them coming by the dozen.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you call me back in about 15 minutes and I'll send you some pictures of it and you'll see exactly what it is.
Why don't I do this? Is this a textable number?
You can text me it, but I'm a caretaker. I'm a full-time caretaker for my wife.
Okay.
And I'm already late getting started.
You're a good husband.
Yeah, I have to work till like 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:30. And so, but I can pull out a little bit of time if you call me back in about 15 minutes.
Absolutely.
I'll pull out enough time to send you a picture or two and see what we can do, okay?
I'll tell you what, if I can get an email from you, I'll send you an email and you can email me that information over and I'll review it. That way it'd be a little more seamless for you.
Yeah, okay.
That work?
I don't really have an email. All I got is I'm old and I got a smartphone, but I'm dumb. So I don't really have an email address, but I can text you in a little bit. Can I text you back on this number?
Yeah, that'd be great. And you told me to follow up with you, so I shall do that too.
Okay. All right, I'll get back to you, okay?
All right, Mr. JC. Look forward to talking to you in due time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's how it's done. I'm not rocket science. I'm telling you guys. I'll go put the suit on again. You want to put the suit on again? It's not rocket science. Super simple. Follow up with him 15 minutes. He got a higgling of a deal. He told me the price. You got a little cash you want to put down? Yeah, I do. I got some time. That's better. Time is better. So let's keep it pushing. One thing about seller financing, it comes down to the paperwork. When it's on this, you talk my language. That's what I like to hear. You finance it? You finance? You finance? Oh, that's what I want. That's what I want. You who I'm looking for. You been who I've been trying to. Y'all know I've been doing this for. I've been doing this 90-day challenge, and I'm trying to show these people. That's it. I just want you guys to get it. That's it. It's fundamentals. It's getting down to the roots. Solve these individuals' challenge, and we'll keep it pushing. Go to the next one. I wanted to get his email so that he didn't have to send me text. I don't do the whole text thing. I like emailing. Send me to an email. All that texting back and forth, I'm not really with. It's like a lot of things get misconstrued through text. I'm not a texter. Call me. And if you VIP, FaceTime me. And you talking large when you're talking over $1 million, FaceTime me. You ain't talking over $1 million, don't talk to me. Or don't FaceTime me. You can talk. I ain't listen. I mean, but you gotta pull my ear. I need to hear it. All right, remember, guys, I'm putting this in the still goes inside of the calendar. He told me to follow up with them. So I'm going to set a little reminder to call him back in another 15 minutes. I'm changing the dates on the timing for the calendar, just in case if he gets a little bit tied up tonight in the call. I'll just follow up with him tomorrow. Again, I really don't like to make those kind of last minute decisions in this time frame. But obviously he's taking care of his wife. He can use the money. It sounds like he's got a few more properties that he may have. I mean, he's got 2, so let's hear if you got more. So I'll buy him by the dozen if you got them. Yeah, I'll buy him by the hundreds. You got him by the hundreds? I'll buy him by the hundreds. Hey, look, man, no task too small, no task too big. And only thing changes the numbers. That's it. That's the only thing. The numbers change. I don't care if it's a $100,000 property or if it's $1 million property. It's nothing different. It's just the numbers. The numbers was what breaks it. When it comes to the numbers, that's what breaks the deal. And also have to put in here that the original property sold to, because that's what I had as the actual that's what I had as the title of the my apologies, guys. I'm checking the notes. But that's what I had. That's what I had at the top for the actual title of the calendar. I'm just calling these individuals back just to see where we are. My favorite thing. Thank you, Greg. GC. Thank you. Thank you, GC. Who has my money? That's what I'm looking for. Who has my money? Somebody got my money. Somebody out there has my money. I'm just going out there and get it. That's all. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get my money. That's all it is. I'm gonna get it. If there ain't nothing else I do, I'm gonna get my money. If it ain't nothing else I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my money. Who got my money? Send me a deal. You just might be the person with my money. We can work it out. We'll put it on paper. Sure, I do a finance. Put a little cash down. I play. Nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Shoot. Might do something. Might do some fancy. Something like a. I don't know. A creative. Might get creative on the financing. I'm a creative individual. The agents are out. Look, nobody said that the turn a nada thing. Turn nada. Let me see. Turn a nada. Well, who told this to turn a nada? What's up with this? There we go. All right, cool. Why do I look like that? Man, I know I'm handsome, but. Hey, big head. There we go. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Sitting handsome now. There we go. We had it. There we go. Still handsome. Jeez. That's even better. I like that. Shucks. All right. Now, let's get into this next one. I'm going to keep it pushing. Keep the ball rolling. Without it getting too much later. Not going to wait too much later in the evening. We're going to do one more. We'll do one more.
The number you dialed.
Oops, not that number. All right, not that number either. Oh, this person doesn't have a number, and I am over my time. I am at my times. So, oof. Oh, here we go. I think this might be a good number.
Welcome to Verizon.
Oh, nope.
Hello.
Good evening. Looking to speak with Mr. Peter Kantz.
He's actually deceased. Can somebody else help you?
Oh, my condolences. Does he still own the property located on Locust Drive?
Oh, you're talking about my brother. Okay, sorry. Talking about my father. As far as I know.
Do you have a means of getting in contact? Do you have a contact number that I can use to reach him? It's in concerns of his property.
What's your number?
Sure. When you're ready.
Hold on a second. I'm just gonna pencil here. Get a pen. Okay, I'm ready, huh?
Alrighty, the number is 202 878
Okay.
3736.
And what's your name?
Malachi-RESEAN. And if it's okay with you, at the end of this call, what I'll do is I'm going to text you my business number. And what you can do is you can send that over to him as well, and let him know that I have options for him if he wishes to keep the home, or if he wants to take it off his shoulders, then we'll accommodate him in that manner as well.
Okay, I'll give him your number.
Alrighty, and your name as well for advocating on my behalf.
That's okay. You don't need my name. I'll give him the message for you.
Not a worry. That's good enough for me. Thank you so kindly. Enjoy your evening. And that's all. Thank you all for viewing me this evening. Please like, comment, and subscribe. She was still on the phone. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate you guys for viewing this. We do this hot off the press. That was a lead that I didn't have in my calendar. That was just a lead I looked up that was previously on auction.com. I do thank you guys sincerely for those who are viewing. And this is not for my supporters. This is for my haters. These are for you guys. I truly do this for y'all. I do this to the ends of the earth because y'all been waiting on me to fail, and brother, y'all slipping on ice. Y'all done crashed out, and I can't even look in the rearview. I done heard it was so ugly. I heard it was ugly. I don't even look at it, but I do this for y'all so y'all can see how I'm winning successfully. So thank you guys for viewing me. Thank you for you guys pushing this up in the algorithms. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you guys who are supporting me. Thank you for viewing. We're in our first week of cold calling consecutively. We're going to do this for the next 90 days. And we're not stopping at 90 days. We're doing this beyond the 90 days. And if you are in the market and you are seeking to, for any reason under the sun, sell your home, and you need somebody to come and purchase your home or solve the challenge in exchange for ownership of your property, or to preserve the equity inside of your home so that you can have it refied out, cashed out to you, we are here and we can provide those services to you. And also in which, if you are seeking to make an extra bit of money and also your spare time that you have available, we are joint venturing with individuals who feel as though that they are overworked and underpaid, we will work with you too. We would joint venture. This is a great opportunity for you guys to come in and own some real estate. This is also a great opportunity for you guys to own your home. I'm huge on owning your home. Your home is not an asset to you if you are paying on it and it's not bringing you any profits. It's good to keep for tangibility on a longevity scale, but when you start adding all the taxes and all of the depreciation value and in the upkeeping of a home, your home's really not that much of an asset for you. It's a great collateral, but it's bad debt. It's bad debt. So I can go on and on for a tangent for that. But meet me in the DMs. I'll be great to have that conversation with all you Dave Ramseys. I got enough spill deal for you guys. But without further more, I do want to digress here. Hoping that you guys enjoy the remainings of your evening. I'm going to go ahead and jump onto my call that I had stated that I was going to be at 9 o'clock, but I'm handsomely delayed, and they were already over the impression that I was going to be doing something very special, and that's delivering more solution based to this economy, and they get that. So they know that when I provide it to them, they're also going to be receiving that value. So thank you guys again. Thank you. And I am Irvin Malachi-RESEAN is signing out. Carpe diem. Let's grow.